Welcome everybody to the final part of Metal Gear Solid. Oh.
Snake. Liquid. You're still alive.
I won't die.
I like doing that because everyone's head kind of gyrates when they talk. Because of PS1.
It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm
Come on, get up,
done
Snake.
Fighting. What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish.
Fuck Big Boss.
Young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us.
Yeah, sure they did.
We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs
That's a good
us.
thing.
A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our
I don't know, Metal Gear's kind of dead,
we'll be
Liquid.
able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Come
Is
on.
that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of
I'm gonna
war.
stop with the head shaking now.
You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
He's kind of right.
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of
So yeah, Liquid's breaking the fourth wall right here.
killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
So yeah, this is where Liquid's genes talks start coming in. And the real relationship between us and Big Boss. As well as Liquid's.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children.
Said tight, this is a
That's what the
doozy
project
right
was
here.
called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super
Yep.
baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
God, that was a lot.
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were
You mean 5?
accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
That'll come up at the end of the credits.
So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly
So yeah,
the
2
same.
dudes right here who came to the world via somatic clone selling. Cell cloning.
They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born.
Well, dude, it's not my fault.
But you and I aren't his only children.
Well, he's wrong. Well, he's right about that. He must know the plot to MGS2 as well.
They too are his progeny, carrying
Oh,
on his
that
genetic
part.
legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
Here we go.
Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes
Oh my
responsible
God.
for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier
Now, I'm no
genes were
geneticist, but
transplanted
this sounds like a lot of
into members the
bullshit.
next generation special forces.
Like, I'm no geneticist, but this
That's
sounds
how
like
they
bullshit.
became The Genome Soldiers. That's right.
But, you know,
The
screw
genome
it.
soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
Just artificial Big Boss cells, basically.
The genome soldiers.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was
Oh,
just a
man.
cover story issued by the
God damn it, what hasn't the five-sided shape
First they
done?
tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, there's a lot of big bosses
So the
running
genome
around.
soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
Oh my god.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you.
So yeah, we're dying.
Right. We are all on the verge of death.
Except
at
Snake
genetic
might
level.
die much faster because of
We
the
don't
fox
know
die.
when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
So much
You're telling me
genes.
that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the
Your
sole
genes
purpose
can't
of
talk.
passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes
Wow, what a
tell me.
loser.
And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage.
What, you're gonna kill me? Just wait till Foxdie gets to that, alright?
And to do that, first, I will kill you.
You can't just wait for Foxdie to do it?
Look behind you.
Oh, you mean in the game, not real life. Oh, it's Meryl.
Alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
And it's
No,
David
we have
Hayter.
No past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big
So who
Boss.
cares for clones?
Meryl, go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Foxdie.
He's also not talking about the video either. We still got quite a bit to go.
Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Alright, Colonel. What's five-sided shape planning this time?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
Yeah, what?
to bomb the place.
Oh, that.
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Foxdie. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry.
So yeah,
Snake.
Fox says, okay, so
I'll
according to the
stop nuclear
Pentagon,
strike.
if Fox says doesn't work, then a nuclear
I may
bomb
only be a
surely will.
figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time.
Hell yeah.
It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay,
Are you,
Snake.
are you about to become my best friend
Truth
again?
is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Wait, so they knew this was gonna happen?
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life.
Man, Five-Sided Shape is the real villain of the story.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's
Come
the
on,
least I
Campbell.
can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel,
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing?
Oh no. Campbell.
Mei Ling, what happened
Oh,
to the
thank
Colonel?
God Mei Ling's still here.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of
Goodness gracious, look at the
This is the
forehead on that
Secretary of
man.
Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
I'm sure the president would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The president is a busy man. I have complete authority.
Well,
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
yeah, how are you?
We've prepared a convincing cover story.
Oh boy, can't wait to hear
We'll
this.
simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Yeah, really,
Well,
huh?
if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
God
What are you
damn it.
talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Well, time to do this.
There's no way out for us.
Also, I don't think this will be the final part.
The airstrike.
I think it'll just be this boss fight and the cutscene afterwards. And then next one will be the final
Everything
part.
for me.
I can feel it.
Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine.
Are you sure about that, pal?
You'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Now, since I got the bad ending, he's just showing off a corpse right here.
Do you see this?
Yeah, it's
Will
a
be
it's a
the
bomb.
time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
Oh man.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
I mean, she's all right.
Cross this line, you fall.
Let me
This
guess.
height,
If you cross that
the
line,
king
you'll
is
miraculously
you.
somehow survive. Alright, this is the dumbest boss fight in the entire game right here.
How about you, Snake?
Because Liquid is a lot more agile, and the punching and our punch-kick maneuver isn't exactly the greatest. MGS2's final boss is like I'd say much better. Oh, god damn it. Come on, get me back up in the game.
What's wrong, Snake?
Fuck you. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Yep, this is it. This is it. This is it.
Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Oh, get used to hearing that. Get ready. It's going to blow. Yep.
What's wrong, Snake?
The terrain is so uneven on this area right here.
Nice shot.
Nice shot! Oh, get ready to hear a bunch of lines here that are great.
What's wrong, Snake?
Yeah, Liquid Snake's a lot more flexible. Oh god, we have no healing items. And Liquid Snake does like a lot of bullshit.
It's going to blow.
Wait, is this where he does like the charge? Because he also has a freaking football tackle for some reason. Yeah, basically our main goal for this boss fight is just to knock Liquid off the edge. He's also got that bullshit right there, too. Yeah, of course you did. Ooh. One more hit should do it. I gotta get him close to an edge. Yeah! 17 seconds left to spare. First try, too. I usually die on that boss fight a few times.